And we're back with even more. I should actually have made a note of which particular. Oopsie. What? Okay then. Audio. Shoot. When did that one start? One. Forgot to make a note of what time I started the stream recording at for the last segment that had the audio issues. But anyhow, YouTube, we are back with more Pokemon. We didn't go anywhere. We're picking up right where we left off. Moving on to another classroom. Which one is it going to be? I'm going to do art. With Mr. Hassel. Purely because I want to save battle studies for last. Ba, ba, ba. See, there's Penny, but no Nemona. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might even have been a little boring for you. So today, I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Gibble! Gibble! This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you'd be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Clam! Voices are fun. Oh, you're a grass type terrestrial. Grass Terra type. As some of you already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. Perfect. Well, it is a very German name, so I'm going to stick with it, despite it being reductive and rude. So, class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent? The grass type. Excellent, Roeki. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head shows that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if a Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial Pokemon phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That's it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. Clam Gib! That does hurt my throat a little bit, though. Oy. Interested in any classes? Yes! Art 3. Like art with Mr. Hassel? Yes! Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Actually, you know what? For these, I might... Wait. Oh, that's cool! I didn't notice that until just now. Woo! Excuse me. I apologize. That was right in your ear. I didn't realize it was... It swapped out between Penny and Arvin. That's so cool. Because the last one was Penny. Hello, class. It is I, Hassan, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about... right about here-ish, where you'll end up covering if you talk a lot, is, I guess, an open spot for either... I've only seen Penny and Arvin here before, but apparently this seat is not a hard-coded thing, and it swaps between them. It might even add Nimona at some point. I'm not sure. I've been told that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dandra specifically requested that I impart in more battle knowledge even... In fact, Miss Dandra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to you, or to my students. So, I have decided that today you will take another look. No, you don't have to be. I'm just saying if you end up filling the chat window, which goes basically to the top of the screen from where your message was, you'll end up covering that particular spot. Which is why I actually turned off the chat earlier while I was battling. I wasn't sure which would be more... I don't want to say important to you, but I think that's the best phrase that comes to mind for the... what's the word I want? For the battle screens specifically. Since I'm not battling at the moment, I'm just taking tests and whatnot, I may as well let chat show. But anyway, so I have decided that today we will take another look at how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. Gibble! And of course, here is Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us... Glam! And now, they are ice type. Now, what do we have here? Last class, we saw grass type terrestrializing. But this time, we have something of a different shape. Observe the Terrajewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is something to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it, though. So, class, what Terra type did you imagine this jewel might represent? The Ice type. Arvin is... Actually, his story is very compelling. If you haven't seen it, maybe I'll set up a video that's just me going through Arvin's story. It'll take a while. But I don't think I'll be able to do that until after I finish the game. Until I actually go through all of the chapters, which there are still technically 2 left. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, they usually would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it. Snowflakes fall from the sky taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in? The answer is physics. Hassel. And that... this is a bit of a tangent. But Mr. Jacques' glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's Terra type at the Treasure Eatery, located in Medali. So I must say, the cook there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on her good side if you want her help. So I have to go make a friend. Man, can't I just pay her money? Like everyone else. Now, come prepared for next class, because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Gibb. Glam Gibb! I really gotta stop doing voices like that that just tear my throat to pieces. Ow. Don't look up while drinking water. That was less than pleasant. Good morning, Master Roeki. What kind of class would you like to take today? I'll take the art midterm today, please. You'd like art with Mr. Hassel? Yes. Classes will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Who do we got? Is it mayhaps Pen or Nemona? Perhaps it's... Hey, look at that! It's Nemona! I wonder if that's the case for all 3 classes, then. For all the classes, then. Does it just cycle through your 3 friends? Interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed. And begin. That is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes. It is the Terra Jewel. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of flowers, what type does it represent? The grass type. And what shapes are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagon. Where is the eatery that allows you to change a Terra type? Medali. That makes something beautiful. The Eye of the Beholder. That had better be the right answer. I'm gonna be pissed if it's not. Oh, oops. I want the midterms, not the finals. Oh. Man. I got 4 out of 5, I know. 5 out of 5. Art midterm. Terrajewel, grass type, hexagon, Medali. There's no correct answer is the one that they have. I mean, sure. I'll take it. You obtained 5 XP candies small. Small. Keep doing your best. Goodness. I feel the same way as I did when I was in school. Bored out of my mind and tired because of it. Ugh. At least I managed to properly recreate the experience of school. Yes, I would like to take art with Mr. Hasselhoff. If I could do a David Hasselhoff impression, I would for Hassel. But I can't! So instead, we get normal German. Oh, look at that! Yep, they cycle through. Because now we have Penny. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I am pleased to say that everybody did very well on the midterm exams. As a reward for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Bracy, please come in. Greetings. Ah. I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. He looks so tired and angry. Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Sunflora. Found in Artazon. Many of you who have challenged the Artazon gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. Namely that one over there with the blue hair. Roeki. It's very strong. Beat me to a pulp even. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Haas's classes. Haas's classes! I love that phrase. Old Haas is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Haas that I was able to establish my current art style. Oh, dear Brasi. I've done nothing against... rephrasing. I've nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today, I hope you'll guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Haas mentioned? Surrendering Sunflora. Can anyone here tell me what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression? What? happy. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora. That's exactly it, Haas. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me into desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned with only fame and fortune. But all my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Haas. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details, but in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And this is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable! Even I did not know the full story until now! This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to it. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. No kidding. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit, I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Haas. And farewell to your pupils as well.
Ah! Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class.
Oh, God damn it.
Thank you so much.
He's a very overly emotional teacher. Had I done these classes before going to the Pokemon League, I would have been prepared for this. Before challenging the Pokemon League. Because he is also a member of the Elite Four. And because he's a teacher, even though he doesn't take it easy on you, when I beat him and ended up becoming a champion, Maz was in tears. Basically doing the same thing there. I know. He's precious, is what he is. He's just very invested in his teaching. I'll go to Art 5. You would like art with Mr. Hassel? Yes, please. Class will begin soon. Don't be late.
Woo! Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I simply could not contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to for missed time after that class. Yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. As you can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cotondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites: Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then there's a peak of Glaciado Mountain known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glaciado's Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glaciado Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. Ah! Is it perhaps Glaciado's grasp? Exactly! It looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Roek? Ow! There's a corner sticking out from my desk, and I just put my ankle in it. It's less than pleasant, and I'm sorry. That screech of pain was louder than I meant for it to be. The 3-pronged cliff on Glaciado's Mountain is in fact known as Glaciado's Grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby for that to be that of a human hand. I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokémon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levincia. It's also particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as the Million-Vote Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. Imagine it's what the kids say. Oh god. Imagine it's... What do the kids say these days? A very fleek selfie spot? God. Dear God. That's just very... Why, hello, fellow kids! Of him. And I am not okay with that. Please, Hassel, never do that again. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. Yeah. Ooh. The stretch made me kind of lightheaded for a moment there. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes, a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance! Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. Okay, time to go to Art 6. Good morning, Master Oweki. What class would you like to take? Art 6. You'd like art with Mr. Hassel? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Don't be tardy now, you hear?
Hello. Excuse me. I seem to have put a frog in my throat, apparently. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It is hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics today may feel somewhat unrelated to art, but there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with this discussion and see where it takes us. There are two things I wish to focus on today: ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Cascarafa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon, when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to capture a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon that have ribbons or marks? You can change their tittle. Wonderful, Roeki. Your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is a Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle, displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gibble with their Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go Gibble, the great friend!" And while I know that I said marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. There are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam, so please review our material closely so that you pass on your first try. Oh boy. How do I have to rip? I've only... Well, that's not happening for a long time. I gotta double my number. I mean, I guess I don't have to. 110 more. That's not too hard to do. Or is it? I need to evolve a Palmo into a Palmont. or just catch one out in the wild. It'll be fine. Right? Yeah, we don't know. Which means, nope, I have to evolve it in a stupid way. Delightful. Need to evolve a Squovit into a Greedent. I am so terribly sorry. I did not mean to snort right in your ear.
I have overactive sinuses, so they tend to do that sometimes.
Just kind of drain down the back of my throat while I'm trying to do something. It's very gross. I haven't even seen a Vesper Queen. Really? I suppose I should do that. Oh, I need to evolve a Happen. Or... Really? I've fought the Golduck, but I haven't caught the Golduck. Interesting. Good evening, Master Roeki. What class would you like to take? I'll take the art final, please. Oh, goodness. I hope you're all ready, because it is time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. Treasure Eatery is the name of the restaurant. The Surrendering Sunflora. Ooh. Levincia. Marks are your the marks a Pokemon has are present when you first meet, and none can be added later. True or false?
False.
Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. The time we shared has left a mark that I will treasure. I promise you. And it is my sincere wish that you all go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. Like being a deadbeat Pokemon trainer? Standing in the middle of nowhere? Trying to beat up little kids for their money? Because that's what most adults do! Take a look at your results. 3 and 4. Oh, you did. You answered 5 out of 5 correct. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Mr. Hasselak asked us to give this reward to anyone who passes this final exam. Okay. Homek! Mr. Sagrao. Sorry, Mr. Saguro. Saguro. Mr. Saguro. I'm so good at remembering how I pronounce names. Man's is buff as hell. I had forgotten this. Great googly moogly. I'd forgotten how strong he is. Meal powers that even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party is truly healing your Pokemon. Fortunately, it's not suited for use in battles when you cannot make food or when you wish to restore it quickly. Times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as Pokemon potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used at any time that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20, Super Potions restore 60, and Hyper Potions restore 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep that in mind, but keep in mind how much money you will have, that you have. I'm so good at reading today. When you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from one place to another. From place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with an injured Pokemon, but you have no potions and are out of sandwich ingredients. And there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Roeki, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, are like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat a berry during battle. Letting a Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest you look around for shiny items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your Pokemon. But I see that the bell demands that the topic wait. Oh gosh. Give me one sec. I'm gonna stand up for a moment. I need to stretch. Okay, sit up straighter. Delightful. As straight as it can get. What about HP restoration? I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. No. Well, yes. But in another life. Oops, I keep hitting my microphone. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. If a Pokemon loses PP for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. It's also something that they know by nature. The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin for the information simmering. What? Ah! I see. I'm bad at reading sentences. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. Ha 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 ha! The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please, stop writing. I hope you are all able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. part of 5 correctly. Which one did I get wrong? Eh? I have no idea. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in this second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who... hello. I'm pretty sure I hung that back up. Which means you stay put! Something just shifted that I wasn't expecting to shift. Is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. Delightful. I had broken the chip I was going to lick of salt. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Roeki, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should our this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Oh! The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Don't worry, Arvin. I'll keep your secret. You'd like home ec with Mr. Saguro? Yes.
Miko, if you're still here, in a few minutes, you should definitely tune in, or at least focus up. The battle tactics teacher is one that I think you might enjoy.
Put away your phones, it's time to begin class.
While you're out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? No? Oh. Clean it. Don't ask a question with such an obvious answer if you're gonna focus on me, huh?
When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them! This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you're able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles. As you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, and you simply wash it away with a spray of water. Boy. Squeeze me. This will get your Pokemon clean and shiny, bright as a Terra Jewel.
So you're telling me I haven't done it well enough if they're still paralyzed and sparky?
Now, most important, I must mention that some Pokemon like to be dirty. I will contradict myself by saying this. Do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Fuck. I love him. Mr. Saguro is a delight. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam.
Yes, I need to take the final exam for home economics.
And then there's battle studies, of course. Okay. The time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across a shiny Pokemon?
Sparkling!
I apologize if that was rather loud. It appears it may have been. Almost peaked. Which of the following is not an effect of egg power? What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meal powers? I make food with others. What is the correct action to take when your Pokemon are dirty? Dirty boys and girls.
A Pokemon wash.
This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms to properly match the season?
It doesn't matter. I feel like the answer yes might have also been appropriate, considering if you're wearing shorts in the middle of the icy tundra of the north, it's probably not a great idea, huh?
I made the questions a little easier than I'd planned to, as a way of saying thank you for informing me about the Rotom cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had, so you will not have to retake it. Please, remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. Have a great evening, everybody.
I don't know. I can't really pin a voice down. I don't know what would... Based off of the character, I don't know if that was the right voice. It's also my best, most half-assed attempt at sounding like Markiplier, which I can almost promise you I didn't do.
So, who's really at fault here?
Is it me?
No, it's Markiplier who's wrong. No, I'm just joking. Mark is not wrong. At least not for this.
I'm just bad at sounding like him. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterms and 4 questions correct to pass the final.
Let's see how you did on your home ec test.
You answered 5 out of 5 correctly. That's a passing score.
Congratulations. Mr. Saguro asked us to give this reward to anyone who passed his test. Alright, Miko.
It's time for battle studies with Miss Dendra. I think you might find her rather cute.
Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy.
At the very least, if you don't, I do. Another day, another round of battle study. Awesome. All right, let's get right to it.
Is everybody excited about the treasure hunt? Yes. It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms, go to new places, run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running around out there, I bet you'll come across some big, shiny crystals fairly often as well. These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that have seeped up out of the ground. You can check out these Terra crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends, or other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid battles. The Terra Pokemon you face off in Terra Raid battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use special action in Terra Raid battle. It's called cheering. There are 3 different cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of all allied Pokemon. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of all allied Pokemon. And the third, let's see if you can guess. This cheer restores the HP for all allied Pokemon. I love the names, though. I don't want to be wrong, but I love all 3 of these names. Especially the Explosive Healing Wave! Are you kidding? Screaming that in a cave would be so much fun! Just imagine for a moment. Oh god, I have to look up the right answer because I really don't want to be wrong. Heal up! Congratulations! That's right! Maybe I should make you the battle teacher, new kid! The third and final cheer is Heal Up! It's a real powerhouse with the ability to restore both HP and cure status condition. That's super fucking cool. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Aw, man. I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Oh, Dendra's great. Also like her hair. Battle Studies 3, please. With Miss Dendra? Yes. Terastallize and attack. Understood. Oops. You heard me cheating! That won't do.
I made an oopsie.
Another day, another round of battle study. Us! Let's get right to it. Last time we learned about Terra Raid battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? Yes, I did. Terra Pokemon are super strong. The more difficult ones will even use an even tougher tactic that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens while the Pokemon has its Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it'll take way less damage for one. It has a big effect on morale, too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed. Like there's no way to win the battle. That one strand of hair has such a wide shadow. So here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up its Terra Shield, what should you do? Close your eyes and give in. Call Mommy and Daddy. I don't like the way I said that. I want to reverse time and undo that, but I can't. I'm sorry. Terastallize and attack it is really the only correct answer on the board here. That's right. You're a regular Terra Raid Battle Master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work so well up against Pokemon that have their Terra Shield up, but having your Pokemon Terastallize is an effective method to overcome that issue. A Terastallized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. This means it's important. Good God, I'm good at talking. This means it's important to properly time your Terastallizing in Terra Raid battle. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire, and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Oh man! I was just about to suggest some hands-on practice. Next time will be our midterm exam, so you better be ready. Good morning, Master Roeki. What class would you like to take? I'll take the midterm for battle studies, because it's the only one I've got left. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Oh, it's weird to see you all in a classroom. But I guess we can do our tests in the classroom at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, it's time to put your game faces on and do battle with those test sheets. Our Pokemon is from special attacks. Apparently I have to look that one up, because I don't think she ever mentioned it. I mean, I guess I could have assumed that much. Five out of 5 correct.
We're almost there, I promise. I might even be able to fight Irvin.
That'll be a delayed, won't it?
Back on the field. No, too late. Another day, another round of battle study.
Awesome. All right, let's get to it. Y'all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have y'all been using the R button to send out your Pokémon? Yes. If you do, your Pokémon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokémon pick up faraway items for you. And that's not all. There's a wild Pokémon near where you sent them. They'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokémon will act on its own during battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokémon wins, it'll get XP just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves the right way if they level up from an auto. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it will come back with just a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Whoops! I just about did a whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? How do I stop an auto battle? Although you can call off your Pokemon before your battle starts, though, press ZR while your Pokemon is still on its way to you. Which I knew already. Hoping for a different answer, but, you know. Can't always get what you want. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Don't mind that. In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Yeah. Ah, neat. Both Penny and Nimona are here. Nimona's, like, hard-coded here. Penny, on the other hand, Okay, I think it's number 5 now, I suppose. Yes, please. I suppose then I must go finish exploring the school before I go talk to Clavel. Blah. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. Yes, I have. Not much, but yes. Sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time. LP. League points. Looks like you're already a TM Machine Pro, new kid. The correct answer is League points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs. But that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking, or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, okay? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need to make a Pokemon, or you need Pokemon materials. If you want to get a hold of lots of materials, you gotta battle all kinds of Pokemon. Aw, man. Well, class is over for now, I guess. Oh, her hair is twitching. I just noticed it. Is that a thing that it's always been doing, or have I just been not paying attention to her hair? Thank you. More than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you. But we can always aim for ever greater heights. So today, I'm going to teach you the rules of link battles. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. Playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Huh, he's got a dog again. Now, when you're out having battle, during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the no restrictions rule lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use Pokemon of the multiples of the same species and of the same held items. The great part about this rule is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rule set is the one most often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species, or multiples of the same items. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Fat Rules. And yes, that was in fact a terrible Obama impression. It's not one that I've done before, in any capacity, or even on purpose. That's the one, new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. You've got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for. Your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level, with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules let you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you'll use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we truly are out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Still a really bad Obama impression. Woo! The Battle Studies Final. Yes, please. Yeah, I know the test will start soon. Hang on. Finally game day. Today is our final exam. Time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Go all in. Oh my goodness. Passing score? Oh no! Whatever will I do? Obtained 5 candies. Now finished all your classes and passed all of their exams. I have this from you from Director Clavel. Be careful out there. I'm gonna go to the art room. Talk to Hassel. One more time. Hello, Hassel. Why, if it isn't Roeki, I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult? It's right for me. That certainly is good to hear. So, Roeki, you choose to take on the gyms as part of your treasure hunt. That must mean you like Pokémon battles, is that correct? One naturally becomes skilled at doing what they enjoy. That's why you are so strong. Do I have to go talk to them multiple times? Bull. Yeah. Activities? Ah. Sure. Oh? So soon? But you are just here. Welcome. Not really. Yes. I'm starved. Well, you shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. Over the student cafeteria, they say. Nutritional content of the food our students partake on a regular basis. One item on the menu that I'm particularly interested in is the PB&J. Sorry, the peanut butter sandwich. Sweet and delicious. Perhaps I will order one right now. What about, You're welcome, buddy. Oh no, you no like the spice? I mean, to be fair, my guy, you got calves stretching your jeans, bulging biceps, and shoulders wide enough to break through a door. It's not hard for people to assume you strong. In fact, for someone to assume or even attest the opposite would be insane.
Please keep this a secret between us. Don't worry about it, boss. You became even closer with Mr. Saguro. Why is it so expensive? Hang on. Trying to drive with one hand. Nurse! Ooh. Aww. This room is so cute. Hello, nurse. That's a joke from a really old cartoon. Yes. Yes, you transferred in recently. You must be Roeki, right? Everybody's been talking about you. I've heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently you fell off a cliff right after enrolling in the academy? And even picked a fight with Team Star? Oh yeah, you started your treasure hunt thing, right? Come, tell me about anything super interesting you find out there in your adventures. Kind of bored just sitting in here all day, you know? Don't have any classes to teach, or students to come... And students only come here to skip class. So yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal. Oh. Miriam. Oh no. Story time? Yes. Yes, I have. It's a long story. Don't you say things like that. Says who? Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Of course. Oh, okay. Eee! She's in the entrance hall now. Ah, there she is. What are you doing all the way out here?
You can do it! I believe in you. Uh-huh. That's fine. I don't know. What are these two doing? Also, I can now go to... What are you doing? I'm literally just chasing around NPCs at this point. And I'm having more fun than I was earlier. Okay. Who the hell are you? Can I ask what? Too late. I already have asked what? Where is that feisty teacher, Denver? Ah, there she is. And I... Damn. Not allowed. Sad. Hello, Dendra. Awesome! New kid! Yes. Question mark. What's the right answer here? Okay, there isn't a right answer. Oh, we don't like that. Feels like I just fucking told her she's bad and hurt her feelings, and I'm not okay with that. Entrance hall. Nurse Miriam.
How are you doing today? Not even 5 minutes later.
Yay!
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm happy for you, Dendra. I'm sorry, Miriam. Whoopsie! I was thinking about Miss Dendra. I'm sorry. Hell yeah. That's actually super cool. I guess we go to Hassel. Deal with his thing. Very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. Who's expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. Wait a minute. Giacomo? Oh. Never mind. I mean, you don't have to be there to be a leader of your family, do you? Why do you have to quit teaching? That's silly. You're a great teacher. Good. Okay. There's a bright blue book here. I guess. Wow.
Ugh. Excuse me, that was grody and
Rude is the word I wanted. Hassel. The Homek room. Go to the bedroom. Oi! You shouldn't be flickering of all lights. The other two I can kind of understand. They're supposed to make a bunch of color. Sometimes they do that when they're not supposed to. But you're just an on-off switch. Stop that. Forgive me for yelling at my light switch.
be more careful in the future.
Well, new kid, now that you know what I'm up to, I guess you'll just have to help me out with my training here. Try this sandwich. It's the result of my training so far. Oh. Oh. So much protein and fat. Oh, that's gross. It was a little meat heavy. Ooh, an idea, we say. I'm having so much fun just doing this. Just running around, talking to the teachers. This isn't really something I normally did in school. This is fine. No way, no way, no way! Come on, Miriam, just try it. What's wrong? Why would you do that? It was last month. So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Makes me kind of sad. She did. You should try it. She has gotten better. Fourth and final event, you'll need to visit the school store. We're going to run into... Okay. I mean, to be fair. Literally right in front of my face. here to check out the sandwiches they've got for sale. School sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance. Not making your own? Oh. Your relentless positivity is what you bring to the table. You don't have to worry about being helpful in any other tangible way. Your positivity is what brings us together. I filled my water again. Woo! I actually really enjoy this. This brings a whole lot of character, I guess, with into the game. So, Mr. Hassel. I love how the event doesn't start until you walk up to him and hit A. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. Something going on? What's wrong? Well, you see, Master Hassel, I am here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place as the leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I have made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying I have other priorities. Have a look around the art decorating this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. You will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means! My door is open. But I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun up about my father's deteriorating health. I am not so easily fooled. I will return another day. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I was so very close to resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me the courage to say no. That includes you, Roeki. Your words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. I am dropping in and out of that accent the more I do it. You put the Dragon Terror Shards in your bag's other item's pocket. Now then, Let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue my chosen path as your as instructor to the youth of our world. You have formed a close bond with Mr. Hassel. What the fuck? I didn't even... What the hell? Alright then. Where do you want to go? To the staff room, I suppose. Have I done one with Saguro? Yes. Whee! Okay. What is it? Huh? Wait, so I just have a copy of these fucking items in my bag somewhere? Bro, sweet tooth or not, you are a full-grown man made of muscle. It is okay for you to like sweet things. Also, how is your apron? How does your apron work? You feel trusted by Mr. Sugaro. Ah, I get it. Yes, I am. I like new things personally, but if I want to make her like me, I'm going to say I like old things. I do actually enjoy learning about history, though. It is fun. What? Why? It's got to be just part of the way her animations are set. There's no other reason for it. What? I wasn't... What? Miss Time? Joining her class for the first time, you can find her in the staff room. Another student will ask about her time as a gym leader. Neat. I mean, it makes sense that she was a gym leader. Look at her hair. It's shaped like a rock. Or a bunch of them. No questions. Oh no. It is doubled. It's alright. Neat. Nope. Hang on. Hold. There we go. Just takes a minute. Oh, Roeki. Just to see me? Sure did! And Salvatore. Oh. Okay. I guess. Schoolyard for you. Back room. We'll finish you out, and then we'll take on the next ones. I don't know. I'm just having fun doing this. Like, I'm enjoying this way more than I thought I would. Not that matter which I need your help. It's called the Sweet Herb of Mystica. If you find it on your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. About that. Have you anything to report about the Sweet Herb of Mystica? Yes. I even turned... Wait, what? Wait, so I have to go back to... Oh, God. The entrance hall, I guess. I can't finish him out. Interesting. I can't go back into those caves. Can I? I mean, I don't think I've tried, but, like... Give me if this is not a question. I mean... No? How should I put this? What the hell? Oh. That's so cool. I don't even need to know anything about the rest of the game. After having gone through the Ghost Gym, her sister is the Ghost Gym leader. That's super cool. Oh, I get it. Rhyme and time. Maybe? Might be it. They're too shy to ask me? Oh. Come to them. Alright, and where is... Aha! Oh. I wonder if those maybe shouldn't be allowed in the school. Just hanging around waiting to carry away children. Why is your hair so twitchy? It doesn't make sense. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait. You've got to be serious. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokémon. These Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures. They slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming into contact with the I don't know how to pronounce that word. Rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. Correct. So what do you think? Would you say this story is just make-believe? Not at all! Very astute of you. I've read many I wanted to say historiological, which is why I stuttered there. The word is historical. Disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There's much to support the truth of his story. If I am able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. I became even closer. And do I talk to you again? The time has come! The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of ruin! They exist! I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. An interview piece with a carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently use sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin in shrines. There's a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine to keep the power of ruin at bay. Yeah. In other words, if all of the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Wecky? Yes. Depending on what you plan on doing with them. A kind soul. I see. You are proving truly useful. Why do I feel like you're about to destroy the continent? With the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark them. Yeah! Oh. The shrines. Damn it! Seems to have made the director a little suspicious of him. I love her bracelet. She's got such cool artifacts. Of course I will. And now they're on my map. I mean, I knew where they were, but that's hardly the point here. Okay. So now if I were to... return once you've caught them all. She'll ask you to show her. If you show her all 4, we'll express her gratitude by giving you a nasty plot. Okay, so now I guess I'm gonna go to Miss Time. Which means I go to the cafeteria. Because I can't do anything about Suguro and Rhyfort at the moment. Scared me. Oh, no. I'm not here for anything food related at all. Ooh, excuse me. That one surprised me as much as it surprised you. I'm just walking around the entrance hall and felt that intense gaze I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria. The cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in here. Ah, someone's come just now. That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. You better ask my question today either. Girl, I feel like I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student, but I get the feeling that her question is not about studies. Next time I see her, maybe I'll go start a conversation myself. Now, the schoolyard. It's so unfortunate that a teacher is afraid of a student who's just ominously staring at her, trying to figure out how to ask a question. Schoolyard, and they're both up here. Cool. I get to tackle Salvatore as well. Okay, so first I find time. Nearly forbore. Her sister is named Rhyme. Here we go. Beep boop. Rocky hair. Keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching. She'll be here in a second. Ambush! It's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. You're not wrong. I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah! How do you want to... Because she can feel you burning holes into her spine. So sorry. You liar. You're not sorry. Of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves, so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as a gym leader a year and a half ago. Why'd you quit? Is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you didn't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. Felt very intense, I see. Forgive me. I mean... Never mind that. As for the reason why I quit my job as a gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of the sort. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh. You have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am in fact a teacher, I would prefer it if you would... I would appreciate it if you would call me Miss Time. As students do, not just time. Oh, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. I suppose that solves the mystery. Yes, it does. Rather nicely, I think. Just a fan who was nervous to ask why. Certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what I needed, or what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. Oh, you sound like you need a hug.
I don't know why I'm still doing this. Formed a close bond with Miss Time. Oh. Alright, now, where is... Salvatore? Over here? Ah, there he is. I can't sprint! Help me sprint! Must run faster! Oh! Poor guy. I'm in a bit of a pinch. I see that. Take a look at this. Fuck. The call of the void just screamed at me to punt it in the head. I swear. That's not a normal thought. Poor thing can't even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Use a potion on it. Stay calm. Oh. You wouldn't happen to have any on you. I don't at the moment. I had exactly one potion in my pocket. How delightful, because all of mine are super potions. Not the smaller ones. Oh. Just in the nick of time. Doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could a wild Pokemon have wandered onto Academy grounds? It's decided then. I, Salvatore, will just have to lend all of the helping hands. I have to take care of Palmy in this touch-and-go situation. Merci. Thank you very much for your advice. Adios. Au revoir. Farewell. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Adieu. Adieu. To you and you and you. Ding dong ding. I must now go to the biology lab for Salvatore. Anyone else find it weird that you're not doing anything for him? Chew. Nowhere! I didn't want the door. I wanted to go here. I ran over it. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, my dear Roeki. Thanks to your advice from before, Palmy is... Well, just see for yourself. It was very quiet. Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy might just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look at as well, and it seems like... And she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. It's just... I don't know. Quiet. Even so, it never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. That part even has Mr. Jacques here stumped. What? Okay. He's from the Galar region? I'm sorry that I couldn't be of any help. I don't know. It's weird. Ne t'inquiète pas. Ne t'inquiète pas. Ne t'inquiète pas.
I'm mispronouncing that horribly. I can feel it. Oh. Shame. Oh well. Some more information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras, though. It was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet? Maybe. If that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with it keeping quiet. Just wait. That is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if you can't speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear. I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we've figured each other out. We feel trusted by Mr. Salvatore. This is a delight. Where do you want to go? Staff room? My dear Roeki, Ami here is as healthy as can be. Just quiet. Well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality. But it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other of all sorts of things, like the location of food or where there are predators nearby. Even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid that I may not be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think, Roeki? Where does Palmy belong? With you? I didn't expect to hear my name. Do you think it should stay here with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health so it could return to the wild that I didn't even consider that possibility. Riolu, shut up. What do you think about that idea, my little Palmy friend? He spoke! He spoke at last! Even without speaking a Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes! Ah, my dear Roeki, Missy, so very, very much for all your help with Palm. All the more reason you should have this, here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. You received a Meowth from Mr. Salvatore. Ah, I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, will take it upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. You say that like you're gonna punt it down a hallway. Oh, that's delightful. I love that. Where would you like to go? The director's office. Because the other two won't let me do anything yet. Which one is it gonna be? Is it gonna be the story beat, or is it gonna be the other one? My choice of punishment for their actions. I have my sincere gratitude. Knock, knock. Who is it? It's Penny. Ah, Miss Penny, do come in. Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response. But I think I should be punished more heavily than the others. Why? Because of Operation Starfall? No, because of the other really bad thing I did. And what would that be? You know, the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Starfall. I sort of got it legally by
hacking the Pokemon League's management system. I see. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place. It wasn't all that hard. I mean, I'm really sorry, and I won't do it again. This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I'll have to consult Ms. Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed. Figured as much. Okay. Where would you want to go? Heck. Where the hell? I suppose I should just... Oh, I need to go to the entrance hall? Because I can't leave the building without doing that. Right. Ooh. Penny? Something I want to talk to you about. Can you meet me in front of the school stairs, you know, where we first met? I'll be waiting. Yeah. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I am going to, actually, I'm going to break the video first, and then I need to run and take another quick bio break. Drinking all that water has done a number on my bladder. Translation: I need to pee. But anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and drop if you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know when, so you can keep up to date on all past and future VODs. Follow my Twitter so you know when I plan on going live. Follow my Twitch so you know when I am live. She just walked right through me like I'm a ghost. So you know when I am live and can catch me, or catch all the wacky and weird hijinks that I may and or may not be getting up to at any given point in time. But in any case, those of you on Twitch, stick around. Those of you on YouTube, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.